Hello students, welcome to our maths class. So all my dear 8th class students, let us continue our maths chapter. We are continuing our first chapter, that is rational numbers. In that first I explained you about the rational numbers. The total numbers, whatever you know till now, that comes under rational number. The number in the form of p by q, where denominator not equal to 0, that means q not equal to 0, p and q are integers, is called a rational number. Next, after that we started the properties of the number systems, different properties. We studied about the closure property, commutative property, a plus b is equal to b plus a type, associative property, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Next, distributive property, a into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. So these four properties we studied. Now we have another property, that is identity, existence of identity. Identity, that means, suppose if we take any number set, say for example natural numbers, and I also explained you whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. So identity means even under different operations, that is addition and multiplication, these two, only two. Addition. Identity means, suppose if we take a number, add that number with something or something with that number, we should get same number. Identity means same. Take any set, from that set take a number, add something to that number in any order, the number plus that something or something plus that number should give same answer. So if it is giving same answer, then we say that it is that number which is added to get the same, that is called identity. Identity means same. So for a, what should be added with a to get same a? 0. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. 0 is called identity under addition, also called additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. So that 0 is called additive identity, because if we add 0 with any number, we get the same number. Identity, same we will get. Identity means same. So if we take the natural numbers, does natural number have this identity property? No. Under addition? No. Because 0 is not there. If 0 is there, then we say that natural numbers satisfy the identity property under addition. Whole numbers? Yes. Natural numbers does not satisfy. Whole numbers? Yes. This also yes, because 0 is there. This also yes, because 0 is there here. So if 0 is there, then we say that it is satisfying identity property under addition. It is a additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. If 0 is there, it is satisfying. 0 is not there, not satisfying. Natural numbers don't have 0, therefore not satisfying this additive property, identity property under addition. So others will satisfy. 0 is called additive identity. Next, multiplication. What should be multiplied with a? In any order, so answer should be same a. It is very simple. A into 1 is equal to 1 into A is equal to A. So this same we are getting, therefore this 1 is called multiplication identity. Identity under multiplication, same. So A should be multiplied with some number and the answer should be same A. So what A should be multiplied? 1. A into 1 or 1 into A is same A. Therefore, this 1 is called multiplicative identity. Wherever this 1 is present, then we say that that set satisfies the identity property under that operation. So natural numbers will have 1. So natural numbers will satisfy the identity property under multiplication. If natural numbers are satisfying, all other numbers will satisfy, because 1 is here, then definitely 1 will be in all the numbers. So therefore, this is the identity property. 0 is called additive identity. If 0 is there in any set, then we say that that set satisfies identity property under addition. 1 is called multiplicative identity. If 1 is present in any set, then we say that that set is satisfying the identity property under that operation. So multiplication, all 4 sets will holds good for this identity property. For addition, natural numbers does not satisfy. Another last property, inverse. Here also 2 cases, addition, multiplication. Addition, multiplication. See, take a number from the given set, add it with some number or some number with the same A. The answer should be identity. In addition, what is the identity? 0. A plus something is equal to something plus A is equal to 0. Then that something is called additive inverse of that given number. Additive inverse means if you add a number with its additive inverse, answer should be 0. Why 0? 0 is the identity under addition. So what should be added with A to get 0? A plus minus A is equal to minus A plus A is equal to 0. So minus A is called additive inverse of A. Minus 5 is the additive inverse of 5. 5 is the additive inverse of minus 5. 2 is the additive inverse of minus 2. Minus 2 is the additive inverse of 2, like that. A minus A is called additive inverse of A. Similarly, A is the additive inverse of minus A. Both ways. Minus A is additive inverse of A is the additive inverse of minus A. Both ways. Additive inverse. Additive inverse of 5 is minus 5. Additive inverse of 1 by 2 is minus 1 by 2. Additive inverse of 3 by 4 is minus 3 by 4. Now let us verify this additive inverse property under addition for the 4 set of numbers. Natural numbers. 3 is a natural number. What is the additive inverse of 3? Minus 3. Minus 3 is not there in this. So natural numbers does not satisfy this inverse property under addition. Inverse means there should be a minus number. So in addition, inverse means minus. So there is no negative number, not satisfying. Natural numbers does not satisfy inverse property under addition, because inverse means if you take a number 3, additive inverse of 3 is minus 3. Minus 3 is not there here. And same way this is also not satisfying. This will satisfy, this will satisfy. Inverse property, very simple. Minus a is called inverse of a. A is called inverse of minus a under addition. Inverse will be in two ways. There will be inverse in addition and inverse in multiplication. Now we are discussing about inverse in addition. Simple. Inverse of additive inverse of 5 is minus 5. Additive inverse of minus 5 is 5. Look at this inverse property under addition. Multiplication. Inverse in multiplication, a into something is equal to something into a should equal to, answer should be identity. What is the identity under multiplication? 1 is the identity under multiplication. If the product of two numbers is 1, if the product of two numbers in any order is 1, then 1 is called multiplicative inverse of other. In addition, if sum of two numbers is 0, then 1 is the additive inverse of other. If product of two numbers is 1, then 1 is the multiplicative inverse of other. A into 1 by a cancel 1, a cancel 1. So 1 by a is called multiplicative inverse of 1 by a is called multiplicative inverse of a. 1 by a is called multiplicative inverse of a. So a into 1 by a is equal to 1 by a into a is equal to 1. So if product of two numbers is 1, you can write down like this also. You can write like this. 1 by a is called multiplicative inverse of a, and a is the multiplicative inverse of 1 by a. So same. You can write like this also. If the product of two numbers is 1, product of two numbers is 1, 1 is called the multiplicative inverse of other. If product of two numbers is 1, 1 is called multiplicative inverse of other. In case of addition, if sum of two numbers is 0, sum of two numbers is 0, 1 is called additive inverse of other. Additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. This is about the multiplicative inverse. So if we take 3 from the natural numbers, what is the multiplicative inverse of 3? 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is not here. So therefore not satisfying. Take 2. Multiplicative inverse is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not there in the whole numbers. Take any number 2 here. What is the multiplicative inverse of 2? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not there in this. Fractions are not there. No. In this, if a is present in this, 1 by a also will be here, because rational numbers means it will have fractions also. So rational numbers will satisfy this inverse property under multiplication. So inverse, multiplicative inverse exists in rational numbers but not in other set of numbers. So this is about the inverse property under addition and also under multiplication. Sum of two numbers is 0, 1 is called additive inverse of other. Product of two numbers is 1, 1 is called multiplicative inverse of other. 1 by a is the multiplicative inverse of a is multiplicative inverse of 1 by a. Similarly, additive inverse means minus a is the additive inverse of a is the additive inverse of minus a. Like this we studied inverse property. So today we studied about the identity property and also inverse property. In addition, identity is 0. In multiplication, identity is 1. So all the properties we studied starting from closure. Closure property we studied. Take any two numbers from the given set. and if you apply any given operation, the answer should also belongs to the same set. If A and B are from set, say natural numbers, A plus B also should be natural number. Then we say that that natural number will satisfy closure property under addition. So next we studied about commutative property. A into B is equal to B into A. A plus B is equal to B plus A. That is commutative property. Associative. A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. If both the answers are same, then associative property is satisfied. Next, distributive, very simple. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Next, identity means in addition, identity is 0. In multiplication, identity is 1. Next, we studied about the inverse. If sum of two numbers is 0, one is called additive inverse of other. Additive inverse of minus A is A. If in multiplication, if product of two numbers is 1, one is called multiplicative inverse of other. So all the properties we studied. Now you can start the exercise, and no need of explaining. Directly you can complete the first exercise. So few problems I will solve, remaining you can do it. This is exercise 1.1. First exercise. Name the property involved in the following. See here, 8 by 5 plus 0 is equal to 8 by 5. 0 plus 8 by 5 also 8 by 5. What is this property? If same number is repeating, then this is called identity property under addition. Identity, same. 0 is called identity under addition. Identity under addition. Identity property. Same. What is this property? 2 into 3 by 5 plus a by 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 3 by 5 plus 2 into 1 by 2. Same for minus also. So this is called distributive property. I explained this. Distributive property. Three by 7 into 1 or 1 into 3 by 7, both are equal to 3 by 7. So this is also identity property under multiplication. Identity under multiplication. Sum of two numbers is 0, then one is called inverse of other, that is under addition. Additive inverse. Inverse under addition. Inverse property. Product of two numbers is 1, then one is called multiplicative inverse of others. If product of two numbers is 1, then one is called inverse of other under multiplication. So therefore, some around 9 questions are given. Simply you have to tell which property is satisfying, what is the property for that given operation. So here this is the same number is repeating, this is identity property under addition. This is distributive property, I explained. Same number is repeating, this is identity property under multiplication. So this is inverse property under addition, this is inverse property under multiplication. Similarly, you complete the other problems also. Write the additive and multiplicative inverse of the following. Minus 3 by 5. Tell its additive inverse. Additive inverse means sign change. If minus 3 by 5, then it is 3 by 5 answer. That's all. Additive inverse of A is minus A. Additive inverse of minus A is A. Additive inverse of minus 3 by 5 is plus 3 by 5. Next, multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of minus 3 by 5. Multiplicative inverse means simply reciprocal. Same number reverse. Additive inverse means if it is minus, take plus, plus minus. But multiplicative inverse means reciprocal and same with same size, simply reciprocal. Same way you complete the second problem. So all up to 5 bits you complete. So with this we completed second 2 problems in this 1.1 exercise. Let us stop here, and remaining problems we will continue tomorrow. So till then, thank you students, have a nice day. Complete these the remaining problems. Thank you.